Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of
The Skooled Zone.
Haha. So, in the last episode, we pretty much completed all of the sewers, and now we are about to emerge into the Hound Pits pub and see all the chaos that has ensued up there. So, yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Okay. Get to see some stats. I probably could have thrown this onto the last video if I had known that, but that's all good. 84 hostiles killed. That might be a record there for this series, at least, you know. So, but yeah, as usual, loving it. No civilians killed, no alarms rung. Had a feeling that if we had actually killed Granny, then she would have ranked up there as a civilian. So, glad we just knocked her out. And we still got the special action of helping Slackjaw do that. So, if, you know, whatever he did, but it wasn't our problem. So, all right. And then on the right side, found all the runes, all the bone charms, all the shrines, all the paintings, and got quite a bit of gold there. At this point, we're rich as hell. I don't know what we're going to do with all the money, but hey, it's all good. All right, so let's go see what, I think this is Cecilia. Let's see what she's up to.
Please, no. Oh, it's you, Corvo. Thank the stars. We all thought you'd been killed, except for Samuel. He seemed sure you'd... I saw him on the river shortly before the killing began. He was smart enough not to come ashore. But I'll bet he's still out there. Looking for you is my guess. Havelock called us into the yard, but I wasn't feeling well. I just watched from the attic. The Admiral brought his cutlass. He stuck Wallace through the eye with it.
Ouch.
Then he did Lydia. Callista he shot in the back with his pistol.
Harsh.
Emily saw it all. Havelock kept yelling something about the things he'd done, and how no one could ever know. Pendleton wouldn't even look anyone in the face. They said it was time for Sokolov, and went off to his cage. I don't know what happened after that. Emily was there when the killing started. Poor child. I hope she hit her eyes. The Admiral said that Martin was right. I guess they talked about it. And they started to worry they'd get executed for all that they'd done, going after the Lord Regent and his allies. I suppose it's why they've poisoned you too. I thought Lydia would squeal on me at the end. She just told Havelock to screw himself. And died. Lydia's the only one who ever showed me any kindness. I don't think the Admiral actually knew I existed. I can hide here for as long as it takes. Seems that no one is safe when a man is that close to a prize like the throne.
Okay, so that's all she's got to say. I think we're going to emerge here in that little abandoned apartment that we saw a few episodes back. Yep. Here we go. See what we got going on here. Okay. Wow, we don't need any of that stuff. You know what? I'm going to leave that in case we need it a little later. And I saw a sink right here, so let's use our little bone charm that we haven't had a chance to use. That's right. Probably won't get a whole lot more chances to use it anyway, so might as well do that. Okay, anything else going on? Whoa, okay, so that's a tall walker out there patrolling the streets. So let's see what all that's about. Let's grab these keys. All right, let's listen to their conversation. Hide in the bushes.
I was only a kid at the last coronation.
Didn't even make it to tonight. Will you look at this mess?
Relax. One of the officers said he was dead. Poisoned, thrown in the river. If you ask me, he's long gone. Threw the mask in the river, left out.
That's what a rational person would do. Not this guy. You have to understand the criminal mind. I hear they had to hide the Caldwin girl from him, the whole time they were working with him. I heard they locked him in a cage, and only let him out at night.
The criminal mind, huh? So what's he doing now?
Waiting. He's probably watching us right now, with that crazy mask on. Creeping closer and closer, ever closer, until...
Cut it out. What's so impressive about Corvo anyway? Who's he got up against? A couple of high overseers, a couple of noblemen? He could never stand up to men with our training.
Well, now I do hope he shows up. I want to see you run crying for the cover of the Tallboys out back.
Like you were, the other night.
What was I supposed to do, stand there and get hit by rocks?
They were just kids.
They were a gang. I hope Lord Regent Havelock sends the Tallboys in to level the place. It's gonna be a new era.
Having a 10-year-old on the throne isn't gonna cure the plague.
High Overseer Martin says it will. He says we were cursed when the Empress died by Corvo's black magic, and the rats are never gonna leave until we had a real Caldwin back. He says the outsider follows Corvo around.
There's some curse on this city, that's for sure. I'm still trying to forget working in the flooded district.
Don't remind me. Before we go, I'm gonna stash a few bottles of wine from the cellar. Take them out of here with us.
Just make sure Corvo's not hiding down there first. Maybe you're right about that guy.
Okay, so we might come back and take care of those fools, but for the moment, why don't we head over here, maybe up here. All right, that was close. Thought I got him in the head, but maybe not. Let's head up here and see what's going on in our old rooms.
Update. Our men are still trying to penetrate the workshop. Close up tight. We think Piero Joplin's inside. That crackpot natural philosopher.
There is evidence that Anton Sokolov was held here against his will for some time. We can't determine what happened to him. I'll bet my commission he's in that building with Piero Joplin. If so, arrest him. But I don't want him harmed until I get to the bottom of all this. Careful. The place may be booby-trapped and I want him alive. What else?
Yes,
Nice.
sir. Servants were all executed shortly before we arrived. Looks like a naval cutlass and a small-bore pistol. Looks like Corvo ran amok before he left.
Turn this building inside out. And it goes without saying, this area
Is he gonna see us? Let's get our sleep dart ready.
At all points.
And stay vigilant. Corvo's the most dangerous man in the Empire now, and he has nowhere else to go.
Never thought he'd bother us again. I guess he holds a grudge.
Okay, so
Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight? Chances are very good.
it was good to listen to that conversation because we got a little clue. And yeah, these guys are all kind of raiding Corvo's old room here. So let's see who's left and we will take them out. Are you kidding me? Oh man, we're gonna straight murder these fools. All right, here we go. Leroy! Okay, I won't say it. You know the rest. There you go. Eat a justice sandwich. Okay. Nobody noticed. Yeah, those guys are just still headed downstairs. Okay. So, you know what? I may come back for that. And there's a sink right here, so we might as well just do our little spirit water trick again. Easy enough. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to take on all those guards or not, or just let Piero's device do it. So I will save those just in case we need them. But check out this drawing here. This is pretty cool. I think this was drawn by Emily. Definitely trippy. And there's a note here too. Let's see what she has to say. Corvo, remember before when I mentioned a special drawing I was working on for you? This is it. I don't know where you went, but I hope when you get back you see this and like it. I'd like to take it to Dunwall Tower with us. Everyone's acting strange tonight. Samuel was whispering to Callista about a flare launcher that she was supposed to use to call him. He told her to lock the door to my old tower. I heard the Admiral tell the others we're leaving tonight for a place called the Lighthouse on King Sparrow Island. I hope you get back before then, Emily. Oh, poor child. Okay. So I think we're done up here. Got a few little objectives. We can go down to Piero's workshop. We can go down to check out this Havelock situation. Who are they attacking? Okay, so they're trying to break into Piero's workshop here. Kind of want to take on some of the guards. At least a couple of the Tallboys before we let this arc pylon thing right here do all the work. So, yeah. Let's see what's going on in this area. Maybe I can take one of these guys out. Ah, there's a guard there. Any guards back here? Yep, there's one hanging out back there.
Huh?
Uh-oh. Let's see here. How about a little incendiary bolt? Okay, so is that going to make them all come running? Maybe, maybe not. Let's jump up here and see what's up. Ah, looks like we may have made it. May have gone unnoticed. Really want to jump down on this tall boy here, so I'm going to go ahead and go for it. Oh yeah, pwned. Look at all that dust. Excellent. Why don't we just beam that guy in the head since we're here? Alright. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into this little workshop.
It's refreshing to converse with someone on my own level.
I couldn't agree more. Your expulsion from the Academy was a crime against natural philosophy itself.
Which you might have pointed out at the time. But it's pointless to hold a grudge. I want to ask you...
About the elixir, yes. And I need to discuss your tonic. Why have you not tried the homeopathic solution?
And where am I to find the subjects? I can't recruit from prisons as you do. But it's forced me to work with another agent derived from...
The river crusts, yes. I'd guessed as much. But I think our approaches may reinforce it.
This is what we've been lacking thus far.
Okay, so I just want to listen to them. They're like cowering under the table. Alright, let's go say hi.
Corvo, good to see that you still breathe. The city would not be the same if you were not with her. I've completed Piero's work on an arc pylon, but only just.
With this device, we can send a powerful electrical signal through the nervous system, merely rendering our enemies unconscious, or they can be reduced to ashes. I've attuned it so that we will be safe from the functions of the device. It will only trigger in the presence of our enemies. This arc pylon is more powerful than the older design. It will function at a greater range, striking down our foes while ignoring us. I need my final sequence, which is recorded in the blueprint for this device. Havelock was inspecting it before the killing started. Return the blueprint to me. It was in his bedroom before he left. Hopefully, it's still there. You may navigate the fields of battle with ease, but Sokolov and I are not as gifted in the same way. Without the Arc Pylon, it is only a matter of time before they put an end to us. We can get this device working, or you can go out and remove our enemies one by one, whichever you think is best.
All right. So, sure. Let's have him make us something real quick.
I'll make what you need as long as I have the necessary materials.
Okay. All right. So, I'm going to go ahead and get the pistol reload because if we're shooting, it's not going to matter if we blow our cover. I'll leave that one alone, though, just for now. But, yeah, let's grab some more incendiary bolts. Another sleep dart. A few more bullets. Definitely a bunch of these sticky grenades. Can have fun with those. Bunch of those spring razors. We'll leave a few, you know, just in case we find some more in the environment.
We need that blueprint. With that, we can complete the job.
Okay, sounds good. Let's go get that. Havelock's old room, yep. Let's listen to his, oh, there's a rune. I walked right by it. Ha.
All we need is that final sequence, the blueprint.
What can we buy with that? I think we can get something else now, like the more agility. Yep, we can. Sweet. Overall movement speed is increased. Well, that's going to be useful. Awesome. I think we did pretty good. In our selection, let's listen to this. You done talking? All right, let's listen to this.
Cursed dreams were accurate. Conspiracy was just a nest of worms. All is falling to ruin, and even the great Piero's days are numbered as hounds scratch at his door. If only I had enough whale oil in here to set off a pyre equal to my brilliance.
Think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night? Yes.
All right. So, yeah. Let's go get the blueprints. Now that we don't have to worry about a tall boy, but there is another guard. Let's take him out for the fun of it. I think we can hop in this window here. Yeah, we can. Oh, there's a few guards right there. Well, what are we going to do about that? Why don't we do a little spring razor action here? Did-dum. It's planning on him. Classic. You didn't even notice. Oh, you know what we're gonna do. Excellent. Okay, I think we can sneak up on behind him. And there's not going to be too many guards left for the pylon to take out, but here are the blueprints. Perfect. Just going to take a quick peek around and see if there's anything else. You know, while we're here, we might as well... There we go. Anyway, I was going to say, while we're here, we might as well grab this Havelock thing. Okay, so there's not a lot of loot left, which, you know, makes sense. But there is a note here. I think this is going to be from Havelock. Let's check it out. Havelock's orders to the guard. Captain Manning, we've tracked the conspiracy to the Hound Pits pub. Search the premises for the natural philosophers Piero, Joplin, and Anton Sokolov. Do what you must to secure all the materials related to the enhanced arc pylon they have been constructing. Question them thoroughly, and once you are certain you have everything that they know of the pylon, execute them both. Bring the pylon to me, along with his papers and recordings. They may be two of the greatest minds of our age, but they're also traitors who conspired with Corvo to bring down this empire. I'm keeping Empress Emily Caldwin with me at the lighthouse on King Sparrow Island until we're certain that Corvo and his fellow conspirators have been properly dealt with. Lord Regent Havelock. Ah, he gave himself a big promotion there. Okay, good. Another clue. Let's take a peek out here. We have some grenades and stuff like that, which we don't even need. Should probably throw a bunch of grenades and then grab those. Let's read General Notice. Be on watch for members of the conspiracy. Some are still at large. If discovered, they are to be killed on sight. Move the bodies into the kennel, but they are not to be otherwise tampered with. Alright, list of names there. Put the corpses in bags and keep them in the backyard. Do not disturb or search the bodies in any other way. Lord Regent Havelock. Alright, we are good to go in all this area. More guards around here. Oh, we can go into the sewers. I am just curious for the fun of it where this goes. Oh, yeah. Remember that was that dead end? Sweet. There's that bolt we used. Where'd that go? There it is. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and go back and talk to our natural philosopher friends.
Astonishing. The arc pylon is complete. Now to activate it.
With this device, we can send a powerful electrical signal through the nervous system, merely rendering our enemies unconscious. Or they can be reduced to ashes.
What is your opinion, Corvo?
He just repeated himself. You know what? Let's burn them all, Piero.
I should have guessed you'd want to act decisively. It's a simple adjustment, and we will be ready. All is ready, Corvo. All that remains is plugging in a whale oil tank to power it. Will you do the honor?
When this arc pylon is charged, no one will dare come near us.
Okay, so we got to charge it up with some whale oil. So let's go ahead and grab one of these tanks here. Plug it in. Fill it up. And we are going to just have to carry it all the way around. Since we took out the tall boy down there, now we're pretty safe to walk along here. And you know what we're going to do, actually? Before I plug it in, because it's going to cause everything to go crazy, I thought I'd give you a couple of factoids, because this has been a fairly factoid slim episode. So I can talk a little bit about this arc pylon in sort of a roundabout way. I'm sure some of the inspiration for our two friends downstairs came from the eccentric 19th century inventor Nikola Tesla. So Nikola Tesla is often credited with the alternating current electricity, as in the AC, as in like AC-DC. Unfortunately, the technologies were often seen as way too ahead of his time and were sort of cannibalized by other industrialists. He came up with so many inventions and blueprints for inventions that are all in some use today, even wireless technology. If you don't know about Tesla, you should definitely do a little bit of reading about him. Amazing fellow. At least he had a car named after him. But the arc pylon here is very reminiscent of an invention he came up with called the magnifying transmitter. It was basically a huge version of his Tesla coil or harmonic oscillator that could project electricity. If you ever see pictures of Tesla standing in front of a huge machine that looks like it's shooting lightning at him, that's what it is. Of course, the arc pylon here is a fictional weaponized version of that voltage conductor because it can somehow distinguish between enemies and allies. But without that little perk, the arc pylon is a very feasible technology. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, gotta set it down. Gotta open up these things. And gotta plug it in.
Amazing, simply amazing. Destruction on a grand scale.
He's kicking.
It defies description. So many lives silenced in an instant.
Well, Corvo, I hope we can be considered colleagues again. You were condemned, I was kidnapped. Men like us rise above such things. As to the good Admiral, I believe men such as Havelock start with high-minded intentions. Same with Martin, and maybe even Pendleton, though I suspect he was just lazy. But no one is prepared for the sheer seductive influence of being so close to real power. Once you start ordering people killed to get your way, everything else is mere detail. I return to my work now, and you to yours. Killing people, I mean. I sincerely hope it goes well.
You know, I just realized he's got some Rasputin qualities to him, too. See if he's got anything else to say.
This Piero of yours, a strange mind. But then my own is strange as well.
That's true.
If there is a cure to the plague, I believe we will find it. The old Empress would have liked that. She was a strange one. Stranger, I think, than you ever knew. But such things are past. And this new Empress, she's a strange one too. I wish you peace, Corvo, along with all the delights you can wring from the world.
Okay, so that's all he's got to say. Let's see what Piero has to say. Why is he walking sideways around it? That's so weird.
I expect that you will want to take revenge on those who wronged you. I do not know where they went, but it was by water. Old Samuel would know, I'd wager. We once discussed a system of signals to be used in Emily's tower for communication across the river. I wonder if he remembers that. What can I make for you? This may be the last time. Anything?
The last time, man. All right. I guess that's all we need. We'll probably find some more stuff in the environment. Here's a note. Oh, it's the same note. Okay, I think we're pretty much done here. I'm just going to take a quick peek around. Yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and head out. See what is going on with these bodies over here. Callista, fret not. I believe there is still hope for Emily and Dunwall. I don't believe Corvo is gone. I'll be searching the river for him, but if you catch wind of him, shoot a flare using the launcher I placed in Emily's tower. And I'll make my way back as quickly as I can. Keep this tower locked and take care of yourself. Emily's gonna need you when this is over. Samuel. Okay, so... Oh, and we got the tower key. Okay, got it. Wallace. My dear Wallace, we are departing for a safe and secure place where we can coordinate the transition of power to ourselves. Make certain that my audiograph and the best wines make it aboard the vessel before the sun sets. This evening the staff will be rewarded for their loyalty and service. Lord Pendleton. Wonder if he expected all this to happen? Discover nothing. Let's see if this audiograph player has changed.
Not liking the look of this one bit. That party died down inside awful fast, and now they called all the staff together. They said one more package for me to deliver, but I think I'll be keeping station at a safe distance from the riverbank and keep an eye on things for a while.
Okay. I guess you don't get the loot when they get fried like that, huh? Okay, so let's go ahead and head up. Can we not beam up there? Oh, you suck. Okay. Ah, here we go. Oh, look at all. See, I knew there was going to be a bunch of loot over here. We don't need any of that now. It's funny. Well, let's listen to this real quick.
Uncle Kurnow, I hope you find this. I'm devastated. The girl I've been caring for is gone. Emily is her name. Yes, that Emily. Daughter to the Empress. She's gone. They took her away in a boat this morning. I don't know where, and her hair hadn't been combed. I worry who will look after her. I didn't even get a chance to say goodbye.
Okay, so looks like we are ready to go. Before I shoot off this little signal flare, I thought I'd give you a few facts about flares. Once again, I'm not seeing a whole lot in the environment to give factoids about in this episode. I'll put up some pop-ups if I notice any in post, but flares, just in case you don't know, are basically pyrotechnic devices used to emit like a sustained or a burst of chemical light. They have another name too. You might hear them called fusees sometimes. Those are more like the roadside flares that you might see at the scene of an accident or something. Flares were first developed in ancient China, where gunpowder and fireworks originated, actually. The first flares were called signal bombs, and they were basically timed fireworks that would shoot into the sky and burst, alerting distant troops. By the mid-1700s, they were miniaturized into signal guns that would do basically the same thing but on a smaller scale. So flares would have definitely been around by the time period of Dishonored. And having said that, let's shoot it off. Okay, a little hard to see during the daytime, but yeah. I think Sammy's going to be on his way in a boat. Yep. Alright, so we are definitely getting near the end of this game. I'm still trying to decide what I'm going to play after this. Kind of weighing some options and things like that. You guys are always welcome to leave me suggestions. Probably get some stats this time so I can learn from the last lesson. Let's go ahead and talk to him.
Thought I'd find you here. It never pays to bet against you, does it? I saw the signal. I knew you'd be back, Corvo. I knew it. We should start off soon. I've been feeling something in my bones, and if it's plague, well, I can't be counted on to drive this boat much longer. Let's get out on the river.
So this might be a one-mission episode.
Good. Then it's one more trip across the river to where it meets the sea. That's where the Lord Regent was building his new lighthouse. Ought to be something to see.
Alright, so that's what I thought. I was going to roll into some stats. Okay, so, yeah. Not a very long mission here. Kind of a little transition mission until the final mission, which we're going on next. Can't believe we're already there. So yeah, there wasn't any bone charms, no shrines or paintings, anything like that. So wasn't even a whole lot of coins to find, actually. But yeah, this is great. Great place to end it. So we got this out of the way, and when we start up again in the next episode, we'll be on our way to King Sparrow Island. So once again, thanks so much for watching, tuning in, hitting that like button, subscribing, and sharing this video. Really appreciate all of it. And thanks again. We'll see you next time.